purpose of this film is to give you an opportunity to judge the emotions. You will see these two people, Fay and Jim, reacting to stories that they have been prepared to accept as real happenings. Some of the stories are based on events from Fay's life, some from Jim's, and some are without special significance for either person. Fay and Jim have not met before, nor have they even heard the stories that we shall tell them. All they know is that some of the stories may be based on incidents from their lives. During the first half of the film, though Fay and Jim hear the stories, you will not. All you will hear is a tone like this, marking the beginning and ending of each story. This will enable you to judge the behavior without bias from the stories themselves. You are running, and you jump over a fence, landing with full force on a tree root that you hadn't seen. You are sure that you have either sprained or broken your ankle. During your observations of the behavior in the first part of the film, keep these two questions in mind. First, what emotion do you feel is being expressed? And second, does either Fay or Jim appear to be reliving an earlier emotional experience? During the second part of the film, the same pictures will be repeated, together with the stories that accompanied them, thus allowing you to check your judgments. Let's now watch the reactions to the first story. Now let's watch the reactions to the second story. Now for the third story. Now you will see the pictures again and hear the stories that accompanied them. You are cooking breakfast. The honey jar is in hot water on the stove. You lift up the big jar to bring it to the table only to have it slip out of your hand. It breaks and warm honey runs into your shoe. When you sit down to take off your shoe, you discover that you've sat in the honey. Your dog comes over and licks the honey on your foot. You are walking along the hallway of a hotel. You are looking for room 841. By mistake, you open the door of room 814. Standing in the middle of the room is a young person without a stitch on. You are at a nightclub. A person in your party gets very drunk and obnoxious, talking loudly and profanely. He spills food on himself and on you. When he tries to leave the table, he falls down helplessly. You are working in a hospital. There is a patient there you don't like. One day, when your back is turned, this patient slowly sneaks up behind you and then hits you. You are dreaming. In your dream, you are being showered with kisses from someone you love very deeply. You try half-heartedly to pull away, only to have the person caress you even more fondly. You discover a photograph showing your spouse in another person's arms. Even when you find out that the picture is a joke, you cannot get it off your mind. You are a junior in high school. You are playing on an athletic team. At the very start of the game, you make a brilliant play. The next day, the local paper carries your name in big black headlines and praises you as an outstanding person. You are in the 4th grade. You have a teacher who seems to take delight in humiliating you. She criticizes you in front of the other children. She moves you to the back of the room because she says she is tired of looking at you. She says that you look like a foreigner and that foreigners generally can't be trusted. You are in a small hotel room with dim lights, alone with yourself. You can think only of how you can get away from yourself and escape from this hotel. Yet there doesn't seem to be any place to go. That in fact, for sure, you are alone with yourself forever. You are at the beach, half asleep on the sand. The sun is pouring down on you. You can faintly hear the lapping of the waves on the beach. Slowly you feel a pair of warm lips pressed tightly to yours. You wait for several seconds, enjoying the experience. Then you slowly open your eyes and recognize your brother bending over.
You jerk.